It is Super Tuesday, the biggest day on the presidential election calendar so far, with 13 states holding primaries, the 13 states you see highlighted behind me. On the primaries or caucuses on the Republican side, 595 delegates up for grabs, nearly half of the 1,237 needed to clinch the party's nomination. For the Democrats, 865 delegates at stake, or just over one-third of the 2,383 necessary to clinch the nomination. The latest NBC News Survey Monkey national poll is out. Donald Trump, a commanding lead with 40% of registered GOP voters. Marco Rubio, a distant second with 21%. Ted Cruz, third with 18%. Dr. Ben Carson and John Kasich are polling in the single digits. Well, the Democratic race is much closer, with Hillary Clinton leading Bernie Sanders 51% to 41%.
Joining us now to talk about what's at stake tonight is Dr. Kendra Stewart, a political science professor at the College of Charleston. Dr. Stewart, thank you so much for joining us. Big question is, you just took a look at those numbers. Can anyone stop Donald Trump? Playing for second place isn't cutting it anymore.
No, it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
Cruz is expected, of course, to win Texas, where the most delegates are at stake. Right. But winning your home state isn't really news and doesn't really gain you that much momentum.
So what happens after tonight if Trump rolls to victory? Are we going to see anyone drop off? And we got Kasich and Carson really low in the polling. Are they going to drop out? And how will that affect the race after this?
Sure. Well, you would expect Kasich to drop out and Carson. However, Carson has already said today he will not. I would expect Cruz to drop out if he doesn't really solidly win Texas, if it's narrow. Or, there's a poll out today saying that Trump is even perhaps leading in Texas. Right. So that would be devastating. Yes. Right. I think Rubio is planning on sticking around for a while until at least after, Florida.
If Donald Trump wins the GOP nomination, which Democrat has the best chance to beat him in November? And likewise, if Hillary, which GOP candidate? Because it's kind of different when it comes to that. They're saying Trump can't beat Hillary, but maybe another GOP guy could.
Sure. Trump and Hillary are very different in the sense that, he is campaigning as being the outsider against the establishment, and Hillary is the establishment. Bernie, however, is basically the other side of the coin to Trump and, using the same campaign rhetoric. And so it would be an interesting matchup, and I think you'd certainly see a third-party candidate if that was the case.
If that firewall holds up for Hillary in the South.
Sure.
These states have the same demographics as South Carolina, so it certainly looks that way. If she wins, just rolls to victory, is Bernie done? Is he finished?
Probably. Yeah. Generally, Super Tuesday, if someone has come out with a lot of momentum, they have rolled on to win the nomination, and I think you will expect to see that.
So if we have Donald against Hillary, these are two people with high negatives. Talk about what that campaign will be. It'll be vicious. Must-see TV, though.
Exactly. Some exciting stuff on Twitter, don't you think?
Yeah, exactly. Like we saw there. We got a nice little chuckle. That's the nicest insult we ever heard from Governor Haley, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Dr. Kendra Stewart, thank you very much for your insight. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.